The study of understanding the self emphasizes of one's identities, values, and responsibilities in society. In professional settings, this awareness became crucial in addressing issues such as workplace harassment, bullying, and gender discrimination. Philosophical perspective provide a foundation for understanding these problems, while professional etiquette offers practical solutions for fostering respect and harmony.
My name is Joseph Soriaca, and now let's proceed. Workplace harassment and gender discrimination. Sexual harassment. Definition. Unwanted sexual advance, requests for favors or inappropriate verbal physical conduct. Philosophical perspective. Immanuel Kant's categorical and imperative insists that individuals must be treated as ends in themselves, not as means. Sexual harassment violates human dignity by objectifying others. Feminist philosophical Simone de Beauvoir highlights how women are often reduced to the other, reinforcing systematic inequality. Scenario: a manager demanding sexual favors and exchange for promotion undermines both professional integrity and personal autonomy.
Good day everyone, my name is Lawrence Pilar and now I will discuss workplace bullying. Definition: repeated unreasonable actions intended to intimidate, degrade, or humiliate. Philosophical perspective: Aristotle's virtue ethics emphasizes cultivating virtues like justice and respect. Bullying reflects vices such as cruelty and arrogance. Existentialist thought: Jean-Paul Sartre stresses authenticity. Bullying denies others the freedom to express their authentic selves. Scenario: a colleague constantly ridiculing another's work erodes confidence and violates respect for individuality. Examples of workplace bullying is verbal abuse, humiliate, spreading rumors, and etc.
Hi, my name is Maria Denise Alivio, and now we're going to discuss about gender discrimination. Definition of it: unequal treatment based on gender, often disadvantaging women or non-binary individuals. Philosophical perspective: John Rawls' theory of justice argues for fairness and equal opportunities. Gender discrimination contradicts this principle. De Beauvoir's feminism externalism explains how women are marginalized and denied equal recognition. Example scenario here is a company consistently promoting men over equally qualified women reflects systematic bias and injustice. Example of gender discrimination are also gender-based violence and gender stereotyping as well.
Hey everyone, my name is Yusana and I will discuss professional and work etiquette. So definition: norms are respectful professional behavior in workplace interactions. Philosophical perspective: Confucius emphasized harmony and perfect social relation. Work etiquette embodies this through politeness, punctuality, and cooperation. John Stuart Mill's utilitarianism support etiquette as a way to maximize collective happiness and reduce conflict.
Good day everyone, my name is Mariel Barango and today I will explain the examples of good etiquette. The first one is respecting boundaries and personal space, like knocking before entering a room and using inclusive language, practicing punctuality and accountability, like arriving on time for meetings, and lastly for the listening actively in meetings, like admitting your mistake.
Good day everyone, this is Jenny Ann Alexis Castuera. For integration with understanding the self, Social Identity Theory by Henry Heifel. Understanding how group identities like gender, role, hierarchy, shape workplace dynamics helps individuals resist discriminatory practices. For example, in an office, employees are divided into regular and contractual workers. Regular workers often help each other more and get more opportunities, while contractual workers feel excluded.
Hi everyone, my name is Angeline Diaz Chapo. So next, moral responsibility. Philosophers remind us that authentic selfhood requires respecting others, dignity, and rights.
Moral responsibility means being accountable to our actions and choices. It connects to philosophical perspective because philosophers teach us how to live to our true selves while also respecting the dignity and rights of others. Like for example, being true to yourself means making decisions based on your values, not just from pressure from others. That's all.
Hello, my name is Richard Bigtas, and now let's discuss about how we can apply these principles in the real world. Hashtag MeToo movement exposed widespread sexual harassment, reinforcing the need for ethical self-awareness. The hashtag MeToo movement raises awareness about sexual harassment and abuse. It encourages the victims to speak up to promote ethical behavior, respect, consent, and accountability in a workplace or in a society.
Good day everyone, my name is Calvin Aquino, and now today I discuss about corporate anti-bullying campaign, promote respect, psychological safety by preventing harassment, encouraging ethical behavior, and creating a fair and healthy work environment.
Everyone, my name is Christian Agabante and now discuss gender equality laws. Reflect Russian justice in practice ensuring fairness and opportunities. John Rawls' theory justice as fairness proposes principles for a just society that prioritize fairness, equal liberties, and support for the less advantaged. It contrasts with utilitarianism by focusing on individual rights and distribution. And last conclusion, understanding the self is not limited to personal reflection. It extends to how individuals interact in professional environments. Philosophical theories from Kant's respect for dignity to Rawls' justice and de Beauvoir's feminist critique provide ethical frameworks for addressing harassment and discrimination. Meanwhile, professional etiquette offers practical guidance for fostering respect and harmony. Together, they highlight that self-awareness and moral responsibility are essential for building workplace grounded in dignity, equality, and cooperation.